Yeah, so we are looking at 2020 AMC 10B. There are usually two exams in 1 year. So we just solved 10A and A. So now we are looking at B. For the first problem, you can solve it. Just tell me your answer.
D.
Uh, I think we can make pair, right? It's like find these sum first and then add them. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, you're right. D. Yep. Okay. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Let's go to number two. Tell me your answer.
E.
Yep. The last one. 45. How about number three? It's a little. It needs a little thought. Yep. So can you find the ratio? Uh, can you hear me? 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 Oh. Can you hear me? Oh,
Yes,
okay. Yeah,
hello.
yeah, yeah. Hi. Yeah, I changed the internet. The previous one is a little slow. Yep. So,
Uh,
yep. When you multiply these three ratios, we can find the y w to y.
E,
Yep. Last one. Yep. And number four. Yep. Can you find the answer?
yes,
Yep.
I'm trying. Um, is it D?
Great. Yep. 83 and 7 are both the primes. And number five. Yep. To avoid overcounting, when there are indistinguishable tiles, we need to divide the total factorial. There are total 7 tiles by the number of indistinguishable tiles factorial. Can you calculate this number?
Okay.
Yep.
Am I allowed to use calculator?
Oh, yep. You can try. Yeah.
I got 3780.
Yeah, let's see. So actually, 3 factorial is 6. So it's like 7 times 5 factorial divided by 2 factorial. Because 2 factorial is 2 and 5 factorial is 120. It becomes 7 times 60. So 420 is the answer. Yep. Yep. On number 6, we wanna find the next palindrome. So what will be the next palindrome?
Mm.
Yeah, palindrome is it should also have this 6 1. And what's the number in the center?
Uh, um, 1?
Yeah, but we can use the 0, right? 0
Oh,
is
oh,
less
yeah.
than 1. Yep. So find the average speed. So the difference between these two is
Okay.
yep.
16,000. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. Hold on. I made a mistake. I got 110.
Yep. So uh, divided by 2 hour. So mph is
B.
yep 55. Yep. And number 7, even multiple of 3 means actually that's the multiple of 6. So 6 squares is 36. So you can find the quotient when 2020 is divided by 36. This, so, mm, so it's like this. So which what's the greatest perfect square? Less than 56. Mm, what I wanna say it like this. So 7 squared. 49 is less than 56, but we cannot include the a square. A squared is now greater than 56. So that means yeah, these numbers are the perfect squares and they are multiple of 6, even multiple of 3 means. So there are 7 numbers. So let's make this segment. The length of a segment is 8. And we want to make a triangle. The area is 12 square units. A right triangle. So if we make a circle with the diameter uh, of 8, so we can make this square, and the diameter's inscribed angle is 90 degree. So if we make a horizontal line, and this horizontal line is parallel to the diameter PQ, and if the distance between these two parallel lines is 3, we can make a right triangle. So this is 90 degree because PQ is diameter, and there will be another triangle with a height of 3, and it's also right triangle. Or we can make the vertical line. This triangle also the area of 12 because the height is 3, and now this angle is right angle. Uh, yep, so we can make 4 triangles using the upper horizontal line, and if we make the lower horizontal line, we can do the same thing. Yes, and when the distance between the lower horizontal line and the diameter is 3, we can also make another 4 triangles. So how many triangles in total?
Mm,
Yep, so 4 up and 4 down, so the total is 8. Yep. Yep, so how many integers of pairs satisfy this equation? That's the problem. I think we may substitute t for x to the power of 1010. In such case, this equation becomes t squared plus y squared minus 2y is equal to 0. And this makes a circle. The center is 0 and 1, and the radius is 1. So if we make the graph of the circle, we have this graph. Uh, and because x is even powered, this t should be greater than or equal to 0. So there are 3 points satisfying uh, this condition. This point, these 3 points. So when t is 0, when t is 0, y is 0 or 2. When t is 0, x is also 0. So that means the first pair is 0 and 0, and the second pair is 0 and 2 in terms of x and y. And for this point, when t is 1, y is 1. That means because t is x to the power of 1010, this means x can be either a positive 1 or negative 1, because negative ones even powered is becomes 1. So we can make another 2 pairs, 1 and 1 and minus 1 and 1. So how many pairs are in total?
Mm,
Yep, these are the pairs we found. These
mhm.
pairs, yeah. So the number of pairs is
4.
4. 4. There are 4 pairs. Yeah, number 10. By folding this a quarter, 3/4 circle, we make the cone, and we wanna find the volume of the cone. So when we make the cone like this, the arc measure of the net, arc length of the net is equal to the circumference of the bottom circle. So arc length of this 30 quarters of a circle is 6 pi because circumference is 8 pi. So the bottom circle's circumference is 6 pi. In such case, what's the radius of the bottom circle?
Mm, uh, um,
Yeah, when the circumference is 6 pi, the radius is
square root of 6.
that's kind of earlier.
Oh, sorry. 3.
3, and then this 4 means the slant height of the cone. So we can use Pythagorean theorem. So what's the altitude of this cone? When you use Pythagorean theorem,
8.
Yep.
Square root of 5.
yeah, square root of 7. 4 squared minus 3 squared is 7. We are subtracting because 4 is hypotenuse. In this case, I mean, the height is leg, not the hypotenuse. So we subtract. So now, what's the volume of this cone from the options?
Mm-hmm. Great. What do I multiply by base times height to get the cone?
Yeah, the volume, the formula is like
1/3.
this.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. C.
Yep, this is the answer. Yep. Yep, so there are 10 books, and each student selects 5 books, and there are 2 students, and we want to find the probability that uh, there are exactly 2 books that both select. So we can first find the 2 books out of 10 that are shared by 2 students. That's 10C2. We are using combination. And from the remaining 8 books, let's say the Herald choose 3 books. That's AC3. And for the remaining 5 books, the Betty should select 3 books. So these are the cases we want, and to find the probability, we need to divide this by the total number of cases. Total number of cases. The Herald also select 5 books from 10 list, 10 books, and the Betty does the same. So Betty also has the 5 choices. So when we calculate this, we'll find the probability. So 10C2 means 10 times 9 is divided by 2 and 1, which is 45. And AC3 means we are multiplying 3 numbers starting from 8 and in decreasing order. So A76 is divided by 3 factorial, 3 to 1. So 6 cancel. So that makes 56. And 5C3, once again, we multiply 3 numbers starting from 5 downward. That makes 10. And for 10C5, multiply 5 numbers starting from 10, and it's divided by 5 factorial. So when you simplify, mm, 18 times 14 makes. Yep, I think we can live with this way. So if we use these values in the fraction, this number is divided by 18 times 14 twice. So hmm. Yep, so the denominator is 9 times 7, 63, and numerator is 5 squared, 25. Yep, so the answer is D. Yep, so in this problem, we want to count the number of zeros in the decimal, in this decimal. So we want to estimate this number. So let's first estimate the 20 to the power of 20. And 2 to the power of 10. 2 to the 10th power is exactly 1024, but we can estimate that that's about 1000. So because it's the 2010th power is greater than 1000, we can make 1000 cubed times 10 to the 20th power. That's 10 to the 26th power. So if we make the reciprocal makes the direction of inequality opposite. So that means 1 over 20 to the 20th power is less than 1 over 10 to the 26th power. So if we start from 1/10, it becomes 0.1 in decimal, and 1 over 100 is equal to 0.01. That means there is 1 0 before the first non non-zero number appears, and 1000 is equal to 0.001. So two zeros before the first non-zero number. So that means if this trend continues, how many non-zero numbers and how many zero numbers will be before the first non-zero number in 1 over 10 to the 26th power? How many zeros before non-zero number? We are subtracting 1 from this exponent, so there will be 55 zeros before the first non-zero number in this decimal. But because the fraction we want is less than 1 over 10 to the 26th power, that means there should be one more zero after 25. So the number of zeros in this fraction will be the 26. So the answer is D. At first, let's assume that and the end starts from the origin instead of minus 20 and 20. And let's track his movement. So if he starts from the origin, after moving to the right, facing east means he will move to the east. So uh, he will stop at 1 and 0, and then he makes the 90-degree turn. That means now he's facing north. So the next movement will be 2 units up.
Excuse me,
Okay.
my mom is knocking on my door.
Okay.
Give me a
Mhm.
moment. Okay, sir. Sorry, my
Yeah.
mom was
Okay. Yeah.
giving me
That's all right. Yeah. So yeah. And then he's moving 2 units north. So his next position will be 1 and 2, and then he makes another 90-degree turns. Now he's moving to the west, 3 units. So that makes minus 2 and 2. And then he's moving south, uh, oh, 1 unit increasing. So he moves 4 units to the south. So that makes minus 2 and 2. So if he keeps this movement, um, so 5, 6, 7, and 8. After 8 movements, his position will be the minus 4 and 4. This means uh, we can divide this 20th movement by 2. And then if we make the negative sign, his coordinates will be minus 10,010. And then because he's starting from minus 20 and 20, we are adding these coordinates uh, to his final position. So what's the sum of minus 20 and minus 10,010?
Hmm,
Yep. Find the sum of these two numbers.
minus 1030.
Yep. and then add 20 to minus 10,010. So y
Add to
yeah,
um,
add
minus
yeah
990.
yeah minus yep yep. So that will be his position if we start from minus 20 and 20 instead of 0 and 0. Yep. So the answer is B. So we wanna find the area of a shaded region. Actually, I think you can do it. I'll give you some time. So these are two equilateral triangle. So find the sum of these two equilateral triangle and subtract this y sector. That will give us the 1/6 of the area. So each area of the equilateral triangle is the square root of 3 over 4 when the side length is 1, and the area of the y sector is pi over 6 because the radius is 1 and the central angle is 60 degrees. So can you find the answer?
Yes. D.
Yep, D is the answer. Yeah, so in this problem we can make the simulation. Because the LCM among 3 and 4 and 5 is 60. We can try the first 60 numbers and see what happens. So we can erase the every third number digit. So and because it ends with a 30th number, actually the bottom 30 numbers will have the same pattern. And then in the remaining numbers, we can remove every fourth digit like this. Once again, because the last number is removed from the top list, the same thing will happen in the bottom list. And you are going to remove the fifth digit in the remaining number. That means yeah, once again, because the last number is removed from the top list, the same thing will happen in the bottom list. So this means this pattern repeats in the interval of 30 numbers. Um, so if we count the remaining numbers, yep, 12 numbers are remaining. And because these 12 numbers are repeating, uh, we can divide this, let's say 2020 by 12, and we want to find the remainder. let's divide 2019 by 6. So the remainder is 3 when 2019 is divided by 6. So that means uh, 2019th number will be the third number on the list. So this one uh, is the 2019th number. So 2020th number is 2 and 21st number is 5. Yep, so what's the sum of these three numbers?
Hmm? Um, well, 11.
11? Yep, so the answer is D. Yep. So once again, we can make the simulation to see what happens in this game. So let's say the interval is 10, so n is 10 for example. So 10 is here. So if Bella chooses the exactly the middle number, in this case 5, 5 is for B, Bella, and so Jen may choose, let's say 7, and Bella copies the Jen's movement uh, using the axis of symmetry. In this case, the axis of symmetry is 5 because 5 divides the interval exactly half. So that means the Bella's choice will be 3. So the rule is to choose a number more than 1 unit away from the previous numbers. So Jen may choose 9. And once again, Bella copies Jen's movement. So Bella's choice is 1. So let's say Jen chooses 2, more than 2 units away. So she cannot choose 2. So now actually there is no number that can be chosen by Juan. Uh, any number chosen will be within 1 unit distance from the previous numbers. So Juan loses. So this means if Bella starts from the axis of symmetry when the interval is given, the Bella will always win by following Juan's movement. So the answer is A. So let's make a table with 10 people. So for example, this person knows uh, the person neighboring him, so these two people, and he also knows the person opposite him. So this person knows three people, and uh, other people have the same cases. So if we don't make any diagonal pair, we can just make the pairs with the neighboring person. So uh, these types pairs are possible if we want to make 5 pairs with the people knowing each other. So this is one possible case, and we can do the same thing with the other direction, the counterclockwise. That means we can also make these pairs. And without any diagonal pair, there are two cases we can make. And let's say we make one diagonal pair. So if we make a diagonal pair like this, and then other people make pairs with neighboring person like this. So how many cases can we make with one diagonal pair?
How many what?
How many diagonals can we make? Uh, I mean, this is one case, and the second case will be this type, right? So how many diagonals can we make?
Oh, 5?
Yeah, five. So there are five cases we can make. One diagonal pair, and the remaining four people they make two pairs with neighboring uh, person. And two diagonals are not possible because if we make two diagonals like this, the three people we cannot make pair with the three people. So uh, in addition to two diagonals, we need to make one more like this, and then we can make pairs with the remaining people like this. So how many cases with three diagonals are possible? So this is one case, and we can rotate these pairs clockwise. So that means the next pair will be these two, and the remaining people make the diagonal pairs. So we can rotate this. Yep, so that's the movement, and then we should stop because now we reached the original pair. So how many cases are possible with the three diagonals?
Mm,
It's like you are rotating the dial in the safe.
mhm. Um, 5?
Yeah, five. Yep. So we make five cases, and finally we can make all the five diagonals, right? Without no pair neighboring with neighboring people. So how many cases for five diagonals? That's just one.
Mm,
When all people make diagonal pairs. Yep. So what's the number of total cases?
11.
I mean, two is here.
Oh, sorry, did not read
Yeah.
13.
Yeah, 13 cases. The answer is C. Right. Okay. Yep. Yep. So urn contains one red and one blue. So if we pick red balls, he will include one red balls. Uh, so and when we make these four attempts, uh, we want to find a probability that both color have the same number of balls. So that means we should have three red balls and three blue balls. So the possible cases are like this. So after picking red ball in the first attempt, we should choose one red ball and two blue balls. So we can make the arrangement like this. I'm moving this the last red balls. Uh, so so there are three possible arrangements. So the first probability is always equal to one half for this red ball because originally there were one red ball and one blue ball. The picking of the red ball is always one half. So we start from the probability one half, and for the last ball, for the last ball, the probability should be always equal to 2 over 5 uh, because we need to pick the ball which is less than the other color. So if we pick blue balls, that means that originally there were three red balls and two blue balls. And if we pick the red balls last, that means originally there were two red balls and three blue balls. So the last probability is always 2 over 5. And for the middle two probabilities, the denominator keeps increasing because we are adding one moles each. So for another red ball, for the first case, the second probability is 2, and the second red ball, the probability is 1/4. So actually these uh, the product of these three actually all have the same value. So uh, we can pick one of these three, and we can multiply 3 because there are 3 arrangements possible. And then if we start with the blue balls, we'll also have the same probability. So we can copy the 3 cases. So we are multiplying 2 for the case of a blue ball. So things cancel. So the probability is 1/5. Yep. Yep. I think this will be the last problem for today's class. So let's see. So we are picking 10 cards from 52 cards. So we wanna find the number of cases, the 50 C10. 52 C10. This means we are multiplying 10 numbers starting from 52 and in decreasing order, and we are dividing the product by 10 factorial. So we can simplify the fraction. So now denominator is 1. So when we multiply these numbers, we will get the number we want. Because 52 times 5 is 260. We can make this product. And now I want to cancel these zeros. So these two zeros cancel. So the number A will be the last digit. So that means we can only think of the last digit when we multiply these numbers. So 6 times 7 is 42. 2 times 7 is 4. 4 times 7 is 28. 8 times 3 is 24. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. So the last digit will be 2. So the answer is A. Yep, so that's it for today. So I'll give you a new set of homework. So let's meet tomorrow at 10 a.m. For calculus.
Okay, bye, have a good day.
Have a good day. Bye.